In the last video I showed my multi-game cartridge that I've made for ColecoVision systems, and here's the actual ColecoVision cartridge itself. And in this video I will go through the 3D printed case that I've made for the actual cartridge. As I've got 5 PCBs which I've made up as I've proved the actual cartridge works, so I've made 5 cases as well. And I've made a couple of different styles of cases. So I've made a case where the ROMs, EPROMs are actually exposed and I can actually extract them using one of these IC extracting tools. And I've also made a one where the front is closed up as well. I'll just briefly go over it in FreeCAD, showing how the design varies. So this is the design in FreeCAD, and as you can see you can rotate around it, and as usual the on the left hand side is a hierarchy of the way the parts are built up, but what I want to show in this particular video is that you can see this is the design where the actual front of the case is enclosed, but I can actually turn off that enclosure and I can turn on the alternate enclosure, and you can see that there's the design of the alternate enclosure. And you can see around this area here I've put the supports in myself for the actual when it's 3D printed, and it actually places the bottom here on the actual or towards the build plate, and it builds from this point, and it doesn't require any other supports apart from just a few around the base. So as I've said, I've made 5 up, so I'll just take these ones out of the way for now so that I can concentrate on showing how it actually fits in one of these cases. So I've got the last one which I've yet to assemble, which I've left for this video. So before putting it together, I'll just show sort of at the end there I've made it very similar inside to the actual cartridge, where it's got these tabs which align it so as you plug it in it should automatically help itself get aligned with the actual edge connector within the machine itself. I also put these edges on like the real cartridge, so that it can only go in one way, so it's polarized to the case of the actual computer or console system it's going into. So on the actual PCB itself I've got 4 holes which it mounts on. I've made them large holes because I've got these bits in the design which are actual shafts which it locates on, and because there's a lot of force used when you're plugging it into a system, and it will push up on the top of these, and so that should help strain relief on the actual case itself and hopefully keep the system working well. And I've also moulded this bottom part, or printed this bottom part all in one, which will keep the strength as well in the system and on the cartridge. And the actual cartridge itself slots in here, and it like slides in on these rails. It kind of goes in diagonally as well at first, because so that shaft from there can go behind the actual this little bit where the switch locates on. So there's no gaps there, and this switch locates within there. I could have made it so the switch located on the actual case itself and made this flat, but I quite like the fact that I can actually just assemble and run one of these PCBs without needing a case, and it just fits into this case quite nicely. I did print on the PCB, get this slightly out of alignment. This actual dial needs to go slightly over to the left, but it's fine for these ones. I'll use these ones at home, no problem. As you can see, the PCB edge connector comes up down to the end there as well. So now that that's located in there, I can actually get the selection knob and place it on top of there, and secure it in the back with the little grub screw that's in the back of there. And so now that can be used to select the game, and it sticks out the back a little bit, so if I'd got it flush then the knob would have stuck out the front. So it's got horses for courses really, as to the actual design. But this back of the case locates through the PCB holes and then through holes in the front of the case, and then I just use a couple of washers and a couple of screws, which I'll try and actually locate on there now. I actually these are self-tapping screws, so I just made a little. I used them to tap a hole into the actual case before doing the video, just so that hopefully I should be able to do this on camera. Although it's a little bit tricky. And they just tighten up. And this ABS type material is actually quite good on resin 3D printing. It accepts self-tapping screws fine, and it's quite flexible as well. So for cases it's quite nice. It holds in there quite securely as well. So the back gets held on like that. And then because these holes at the bottom, they're kind of at the kind of height where the console plugs in, so I didn't want to put like anything which sticks out the front, like screws like that. So I designed some pegs to go through the back, which should which go through the PCB holes in the middle as well, and should just press in. They're slightly tough to press in, but they're not quite fully in there. But I have to, because they kind of knock down a bit, I have to put a screwdriver just into there to just align them a bit. It's because I'm looking down on the camera, I can't really do this, but see if I can do it like this. Now I'm going to have to do that off camera because it's a bit awkward doing that with the camera on. So yeah, off camera I use a screwdriver to just align them, and then just push them in the back, and they stay in there then, and that keeps them pushed against this this bar as well, so that when it pushes into the console it aligns properly. So I've got an external amplifier on the left and my ColecoVision compatible computer in the middle, and all of this stuff still isn't tidied up yet, so I've still got noise on the display, and the colour's not working yet, and the controllers I haven't even looked at yet. But what I'll do is I'll plug in the cartridge which I've just assembled and start the games on it. It's different games to what were displayed in the last video where I just showed you the PCBs. I'm going to turn on the system. The first game is Burger Time, and as usual with the ColecoVision systems, it takes a few seconds for it to go on from the title screen into the actual game itself. So go on to the next game. So it's Qbert. I like the way a lot of these games on the ColecoVision system were very similar to the games in the arcade itself. So next game, Beam Rider, and this one doesn't start up, it just goes onto the title screen, so I go on to the next game. This is River Raid, and as the colours aren't there, it's not holding the display quite correctly on that one. And Pit Stop, and this one just goes through selecting which level. It doesn't do anything more than that at the minute. This one, Choplifter. I quite like the game Choplifter. I think it was a classic. I never actually played it back in the olden days, but it's an enjoyable game to play now. So again, because the colours aren't quite right on the display, it's not holding the display correctly. This one is one of those ones which doesn't start because the reset isn't quite right for that particular game. And I think it's Aqua something, I can't remember what that was. This one's Threshold. It goes into the actual game on this one. So, obviously in demo mode, because it's saying press fire to start. Frenzy. So this is a bit like Berserk in the arcade. So really, really nice game to play. And this one kind of starts up as well. So I'm really eager to play some of these games because they're really good, and I can play them on my emulator, but I just actually to play them on this system would be really neat. So Dig Dug, and it doesn't really go past the title screen, it just goes to the select level on that game. This one's Spy Hunter. Again, that one doesn't start the game, it just goes to select controller type. And Bump and Jump, this one is exactly the same, it just goes to select the controller type, I think, and I think that's the 12th game on the system. So it won't actually, there's no more games on this particular cartridge. So there's the controller selection.